Hi, my name is Raina Hirschner, and I'm in my junior year at Westboro Central High School. I also go to the zoo every day, and no, not because I'm skipping school, but because I also attend school through the Delaware Area Career Center Zoo School program.
My study was on the social and solitary behaviors of two Pygmy Lorises at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Originally, I wanted to do my study on the Amur tigers, but that was shut down. I guess we were not meant to be. Therefore, my study was going to be on the behaviors of the two Pygmy Lorises with the arrival of a baby Pygmy Loris. Sadly, Gouda, the female Pygmy Loris, had a miscarriage and my study could no longer go on. After some thinking, I decided I would still do a behavioral study, but on their solitary and social behaviors. Lorises are arboreal animals that have been observed to be solitary animals in the wild. I thought this could be because they are listed as vulnerable and just don't come across another member of the species often enough for people to observe social behaviors. Gouda and Munster are recommended breeding pair and have been breeding for a couple of years now. They are both 7 years old and Munster is older than Gouda by 4 months. Is there a significant difference between social and solitary behaviors in the Pygmy Lorises at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium? I developed my hypotheses after observing the Pygmy Lorises and creating my research question. My null hypothesis says there's no difference. In the meantime, Pygmy Lorises, Nycticebus pygmaeus, exhibit two kinds of behaviors. My alternative hypothesis says there is a difference. For the study, I went and watched Gouda and Munster Monday through Friday for about half an hour every day. That's 3 data sheets. I used a scan study because even though these guys have slow in their name, they move pretty fast and there were 2 of them. Even though they usually weren't in the same habitat, I would use one data sheet to record the behaviors of both of them. This was an ex post facto study, and this was determined by the fact I could not manipulate the behaviors that Gouda and Munster would display. After using the difference of means test, I rejected my null hypothesis. That means I had conclusive results that say there is a significant difference between mean time the Pygmy Lorises spent social and solitary. Why does this matter? I know not everyone knows about these cute little fuzzy primates, so it seems like this study doesn't apply to a large group of people. The Pygmy Lorises decided to stay solitary even with other animals in the habitat. This can be helpful for the zookeepers because they can provide enrichment for each animal, even when they do seem to be exhibiting social behaviors. I learned that Pygmy Lorises aren't actually all that slow and are actually really fun to observe, as I assumed that it would get boring. The study and test performed suggests that these little guys like to be solitary even when they do have another loris or porcupine in the habitat. Because of this, keepers can use this information to provide engaging enrichment for the Pygmy Lorises and even encourage them to interact with each other with the enrichment.